Hi, everyone. Hi, it's Alexandria, Jersey's Princess. This is my new podcast here at Bravery Studios, right here in the city of Garfield, City of Champions. I'm so proud and honored and happy to be on this podcast, on my own podcast, Jersey's Princess. I am currently the title holder for Miss Bergen County 2024, running for Miss New Jersey Strong. I am a MS warrior. I have multiple sclerosis. And here I'm sharing with you, I displayed on the table, my magazine. I was featured in 201 magazine. It's one of the best magazines that circulates throughout Bergen County, and it displays every single business and people that are doing great things in society. And here is my book that my sister, she wrote and translated into Spanish. You can find the book on Amazon. It's called Alexandria, the Ballerina, Living with Multiple Sclerosis. So, a little bit about me before I introduce my show. What my show will consist of is bringing in chronic illness warriors, those with incurable diseases, such as mine, like multiple sclerosis, where there is no cure, and them sharing their stories and enlightening the people with what they do on a daily basis to get by, and how they're able to manage and take care of themselves. Because in the beginning of all this chaotic illnesses that go on, and I'm young, and there's a lot still I have to learn about me. I grew up here in Garfield, New Jersey. I was born in Passaic, and I was raised in Garfield. I went to number 4 school, I went to number 8 school, and I lived on in several apartments all throughout this wonderful city. And I've always been inspired and motivated by my teachers, by my community leaders. They always made me feel important and made us all feel important and taught me so much and made me want to give back to my community. I did track in high school. I also did chorus. And one of my awesome friends, she brought me onto her podcast, Queen of Spice, here at Bravery Studios. And I wanted to say thank you so much to Mina Mendoza. And also, I was just featured on Jason Enrique's show, First Class, Second Place, sharing my story. I just want to let you know that all things are possible when you put your mind to it. I used to be a teacher. I taught at Passaic High School. Before I taught, I was a permanent sub here in the city of Garfield teaching biology. I only taught for 1 year, and I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. This is a disease that there is no cure for, and what basically happens, my body attacks my nerves. All your nerves have an outer covering to your body. All your nerves have an outer covering called the myelin sheath, and my myelin sheath gets attacked by my own body and it deteriorates. So it slows down the signals to the rest of my body. That's why in 2018, when I experienced 2 relapses, that's why I was unable to talk or walk or do anything on my own. And the reason that I am here today is because of all the great efforts that every single human that I've ever met put into everything that they do, whether it be the authors of the book and magazine, the editors, the people, everyone in the hospital, even scheduling my time. I spent so many of my days, especially summer of 2018, living at hospitals, living at Kessler facility, learning how to do things on my own, such as, spoon feed myself or fork feed myself. Things are very difficult. And I just want to let you know, you can't ever be embarrassed of what you do and share. People want to hear what it is that you have to say. And there's people out there that want to help you, that are excited to help you, that want to show you new things. I believe every mind is so, so beautiful, and we have to nourish that. And that's what I always did. That's why I became a teacher. I always wanted to become a teacher ever since a little girl. And I always did want to dance, but I didn't think I could do it. I think it was a different time frame back then in the 90s versus now. I nearly lost my life, and I'm starting all over again. Literally all over again. But I resigned from both my careers as a realtor and as a teacher in 2020, and I decided to take the leap of faith, and apply to Garden State Ballet Academy, one of the best ballet studios in Bergen County. I danced with the best ballerinas in New Jersey, and I can't be more happier. I'm honored just to be on this panel right now. Right now, I'm just remembering, thinking back of all the talk show hosts that I've ever watched, whether it be Ricky Lake or Oprah or Tyra Banks. And now it's me. It's Alexandria Garcia, the ballerina with multiple sclerosis. So, multiple sclerosis, a lot of people do not know what that is. And MS is becoming more and more prevalent in this day and age because it's an inflammatory autoimmune disease. Auto meaning self, your body attacks its own immune system. I do my part. I do what I have to do. I listen to what my doctors tell me to do and my nurses. We all collaborate, and I do my own research as well. And I make sure to also help myself. And how I do that, I make sure that I consume the proper food, even my ambience. I make sure it's always positive to never be stressed in a stressful situation. Just always know that there always is a way. And I want to share a few things that I do every single day. These are habits that I learned from Holy Name Hospital in Teaneck, where they saved my life, and also Kessler in Saddlebrook. They 6 days a week, which felt more like seven. I think it really was seven, but it was 6 days a week. It was an hour of speech therapy, an hour of occupational therapy where you had to learn how to button or zipper, little intricate things like that. I know I definitely took for granted. I didn't even realize even holding a pen, a simple pen, or turning a simple page, turning a simple page of the book, all these little intricate muscles. And I had to relearn how to do everything again. And yes, there was a time I really was embarrassed. I didn't want anybody to see me in that state because at 28 years old, I was really doing it all. Like I was not a disabled person, and I am now, by making things happen and putting action behind what I do. And that's all it takes, persistence and action. And also believe in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, others will too. So, a few things about the 201 magazine I was featured in January 2024. It says 9 things you should know about Alexandria Garcia. So, I became a ballerina, and I'm fulfilling a long life dream that I never thought I would have ever done. I've always been very active. Even as a kid, I loved working out. I love parks. I've always been a very active person, and I love dance. I always like to be on the big screen. I think I shied away from that as I got older. Even when I went through middle school or high school, I shied away from it. Now I no longer shy away from that. And this is why I also love living in the 21st century, because we all are displaying our lives and we're all learning from each other. Knowledge begets knowledge. And again, this is why I am here today. Everybody that makes things a lot easier for others. And movement is key. Motion is truly lotion. And if you don't use it, as my fellow doctor used to say, if you don't use it, you will lose it. And I make sure I use it every day. And I do suffer from depression, and I do take my medications that I need to, but I make sure that I'm always active. I always eat gluten-free, dairy-free products, and I also use medicinal cannabis. I am launching my own products called Alexon. It'll be coming out soon, and I'll be sharing that with all of you. These are edibles, CBD oils, everything that I use that personally makes me feel better. If I need to feel a little boost in energy so I could walk my dog that extra block, I know what I have to do in order to get there. If I need to go out and do my hair or go grocery shopping, I need that energy and that concentration. And these are things that help me. Never be ashamed of what it is that you have to use or depend upon in order to get things done. There are people out there manufacturing they want you to use these products and they want you to share. I did not share this in my book, and I also in the magazines I was featured in, but I believe that I was diagnosed with this disease because of a car accident. MS could be hereditary, but in my family, it's not. I am the first person on both sides of my family, my mother and father's side, that has multiple sclerosis. I was involved in a very bad car accident in 2018 on the Parkway, Garden State South, on Friday the 13th in 2018. And I walked away from the accident okay, just as the other girl did that hit into me. We both walked out fine. You know, the ambulance did take us, but we were okay. But what I didn't realize was weeks later, that was all inflammation in my body that was causing me to feel very fatigued, that made me not feel like myself. Multiple sclerosis is very complicated. You know, it's a neurological disease, and the brain is one organ we still need to conquer. And I know we'll definitely get there. I used to teach science, the study of life, and I'm going to continue studying life, and I'm going to continue to even use myself as my own experiment. And that's what I've been doing. I test myself and I realize I do feel better. Even now, as I talk to you, I'm fasting. I haven't eaten anything all day today. I usually leave a 4 hour window of when I do eat, and I eat sufficiently and enough. I'm in awe. I just can't believe I'm here. This book right here is written by my little sister, who is currently Miss Passaic County. She was also born in Passaic, New Jersey. She lives there now, and she takes care of my grandmother. She wrote her second book about me, the ballerina living with multiple sclerosis. There was a time that I never danced ballet, and there was a time that I never had multiple sclerosis. And I truly feel there really will be a cure one day. And nothing is impossible when you put your mind to it. It really isn't. You just have to really focus and believe in yourself. Don't get in the way of you. That's what I realized. You can't get in the way of you. And always lead by example. That's how I go about life everywhere I go. And I want to thank everybody that was a sponsor for me, even in my hometown. Um, by the way, in 2018, Holy Name Hospital and all their doctors, they let my family know that I was not waking up from all the treatments they were giving me, whether it would be steroids or anticonvulsants, all the medication they were giving me, and they were preparing them for a funeral. And I know if something would have happened to me, a lawyer funeral that sponsored me for the sponsorship definitely would have taken care of me. And I can't believe everyone here at Bravery Studios, even our mayor, who was my teacher in middle school, who is now the principal at the middle school. These are all my sponsors, and I want to show you and show the world how strong, Jersey Strong, how strong we are. And I want to show that I'm taken care of by the best neurologist in Bergen County. I'm in the best studio in Bergen County, and I get the best treatments. I'm on an infusion called Tysabri, which I get every 4 weeks. What that does is it stops the outer covering of my nerves from deteriorating. That's why it's very important that I go every month. And I'm used to it now. I actually look forward going to my appointments because the nurses all saw me in my worst state, where I was bedbound, where I was in catheters, where I wasn't able to do anything for myself. But I don't know if you guys all read my book, which is on Amazon. My family fought for me, and they panicked. This was unbelievable to them. Like, I was a productive member of society. I was a career woman working, selling real estate, teaching 9 periods in a day, teaching biology, teaching environmental science. And so one day I dropped in the summertime. I even missed my 10-year high school reunion that I wanted to so badly go to, but hopefully I'll be there in the next 4 years. And I'm just really proud. And I just want to show everybody that at first you don't succeed. Just like Aaliyah said, you dust yourself off and try again. I used to be the person where I had every single thing planned out, everything 5, 10, 20 years from now. And it just all came crashing down on me. And everything I did, I was very, very, very happy and I went for it. and I did it. Even when I went to Gold's Gym, I was having fun. Now with MS, I have to learn how I learn my body's different. Every single day is different with my body. I'm always fatigued, even right now as I'm sitting here. I'm physically fatigued. Mentally, I'm not, but physically, I am. How you see me in the daytime is different than at nighttime, you know? And I'm just very happy. All my speech therapists, I'm talking now. I could say my name, Alexandria, all my occupational therapists, like you guys spent so much time on me, so much time, hard work, hard work. It's not easy. My body was not moving. The effort to lift a human body up takes a lot, and it takes a lot mentally. And I relied a lot on social media, especially Instagram. I met a lot of different communities there, TikTok as well, and also Twitter, where I met a lot of, I call us MSers, those with multiple sclerosis, and they share their ideas. They show how they're doing gluten free or how they're doing dairy free. And I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a try. Let me give it a shot. And I'm happy to see when I go to new places, whether it be A1 Nutrition, Main Ave that also sponsored me to run. This is where I get all my awesome vitamins and great, delicious, healthy food, gluten free, safe products. And it's actually really good. Really, really, really good. And everywhere I go, whether it be a new store or a new restaurant, I see a lot more gluten-free products coming about. And I feel good. I feel like I could hang out with my friends. I don't have to be so reserved or not partake or not eat in something. I used to eat everything under the sun, but now I have a very fragile body and a very fragile, weak immune system because I am on immunosuppressants like my anti-Sabri. So I have to always be on top of it. And when I do eat, I eat so much fruit. I eat a lot of raw food, and everything is organic. And I just try to keep active. I'm a stay-at-home dog mom now, and I'm so happy. I can't believe that I used to teach and leave my dog home alone for like 8 hours by himself. Now I'm there constantly. And in the neighborhood where I go, everyone knows me and they're happy to see me, and I'm happy to see them. And I just can't wait to introduce my new guest on this show. I will be doing this every month. I'll be releasing a new show. And everyone that tunes in, I really hope you leave learning something or learning something new, and always give back. And you are important no matter who you are. You are important no matter what disease you have. You are important. Even if you are in a lot of pain. Right now, I am in a way better state than where I used to be. In 2018, in that summer, I was a completely different person. It wasn't the same. I had to leave my house, leave my family, leave my dog, and live in the hospital. And I felt so bad because I was so reliant upon all of my nurses, upon my doctors, 24/7. And you're allotted. This was before COVID, so I was able to have company. But I'm seeing what New Jersey's doing, what Bergen County's doing, and I'm absolutely loving my city. The future looks really bright, and I'm just so happy to be here sitting at Bravery Studios in the Empire Building, sharing my story. And everyone, thank you for tuning in at Jersey's Princess podcast at Bravery Studios. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to tune in. And my first episode, I'm bringing in an MS Warrior. We are both featured in 201 magazine, and we both are patients at Holy Name Hospital. So please tune in, follow, subscribe, share. Bravery Studios, Jersey's Princess, the best podcast here in the city of Garfield, city of champs.